This is Andy Henderson. How are we all? Good morning, everyone. I'm Andy Henderson, your Sherpa Guide. This is Sherpa Guidance episode 87, coming at you on Wednesday. And it's all about crafting your message, the right message for your audience to get their attention, to get them coming to you instead of all this effort trying to fight them and bring them on board into your world. So, yeah, I hope you're all well. Episode 87 episodes, unbelievable, eh? So, as you know, I'm your Sherpa Guide. My philosophy is that life and business and building a career and all that stuff, it's like climbing a mountain. It's tough. It's hard work. We get halfway up, to the top of the mountain and, we feel sick, we feel tired and we feel out of breath. Sometimes it's not even our mountain we're trying to climb, especially if we're an employee of a business. It's so frustrating. We're like, why are we doing this? Why are we going through all this torture and hard work? Because when we get to the top, it's not our mountain. We don't achieve the success that we want. We just help someone else achieve theirs. And in our own business as well, it's really, really tough. There's got to be a compelling vision of the future because that will help us magnetize. That will help us get there. It'll help us, fight through those tough moments and really make those massive steps to get to the top of our mountain, to experience what we all get at the top of the mountain, which is clarity, self-belief, confidence, fulfillment, that feeling like, yes, I've done it. I've made it. That's what we want. We want that feeling of fulfillment inside. So that's what my whole focus is about. My whole focus is about creating a positive impact in people's lives, whether that's career people, whether that's business people, whether that's people who want to get fitter and healthier from a mental perspective or physical perspective. That's my bag, and I want to spread that knowledge I've got and the wisdom and the stuff I've created to really, really help people. Because it's a great feeling, and that's going to help me climb my mountain, and hopefully I'll see all the people that I'm Sherping, all the people in the Forward Thinkers movement, all climbing their mountains at the same time. So, episode 87. So this episode is kind of a continuation from last week. Last week we were talking about the dream buyer, your dream buyer. Who is it that you serve so deeply? Who is it that you care about so much? And who cares about you? Which customers really care about you and love the value that you deliver? That love how you deliver it, pay you handsomely, pay you on time. They're a pleasure to work with. We defined all that, so hopefully you listened and you got to grips with that stuff. It's so important in a crowded marketplace, in a noisy world, in a world where everyone's trying to get your attention, to understand who your dream buyer is. It's so important. But secondly to that, once we understand the dream buyer, what we've got to do is really understand the message that we're going to use to get them, to get their attention, to capture their imagination and to get them to think, yes, we're different and get them to inquire into your business, phone you or email you or get in touch online or get in touch on social media or comment on your post. It's so important. So today's all about crafting the message. Now, I'm not going to show you to craft your final glitzy glamorous message. I'm going to show you the process to go through and give you a couple of examples of messages that I've created that form what I call the RMS. And we'll go into that in a second. So what I'm going to do is, as always, I'm going to share some slides with you on Wednesday. So I'll share some slides and we're just going to go through this, step by step, turn by turn. So how do you create a message to get your attention of your dream buyer? Now, if you've not defined your dream buyer yet, you need to go back and watch Mondays and Wednesdays lives and you'll get the framework to do that. And once you've got that, once you know exactly who you want to serve, then it's about creating this message to get their attention. So what do we need? We need to create an RMS. What is an RMS? It's a refined marketing statement. It's a marketing message that you can send out there to get the attention of the people that you want to serve, that you care so deeply about, that you fix the pains and problems of, and you give them a result. So that's part of the juice I'm going to give you today. So we need to know, to create this RMS, to create this message that's going to go out in the world and going to bring customers into your world, we need to know who specifically it is that you serve. Yeah, I can sell my stuff to everyone. Oh, I've heard that 500 times. But look at your sales invoices out last week. Is that working? Is that strategy working? That strategy of, yeah, I can sell my stuff to everyone. Is everyone buying it? No, they're not. So work out who's buying, who enjoys your service, who enjoys your product more than anyone else in the world. Think about it, examine it and go through that dream buyer stuff that we talked about last week. So there's 4 components to this, creating your message. You need to know who you serve. Yeah, that's the key one. Who is it specifically? I help frustrated B2B business owners. That's who I serve. Typically B2B, some B2C as well. What's the second component? The second component is, what do you help them get? What is the result that you help them achieve after you've sold them your product or your service? So who is it that we serve? What is the result that we help them get? The third point is, what do you help them avoid? So, who's your dream buyer? Who's the target? Who's the market is number one. What do you help them get is number two. What do you help them avoid, which is number three. And the final one is, what is your unique mechanism? What do you do to give them that result and to help them avoid that problem? What is your unique mechanism? What's your thing? Yeah? So that's really important. Those four things, once you understand those four things, you can start to play around and create a message. And I've got a framework here for you. So this is a really easy framework to start about thinking about, creating that message. And I see lots of people making a bit of a mistake here with they use this mechanism and then they just put this message out online. It's not the purpose of doing it this way. This purpose is to get you to think about it. It's more about a thinking exercise, to go through the motions of creating this message, and it becomes almost like an internal message that you keep secure and safe in your own internal environment. But everything you talk about to your customers, every headline you create, every strap line, every phrase, every catchphrase you make, it all roots back to this RMS. So this is it. So create a sentence with fill in the blanks, really. It's dead easy. So I help who? Who do you help? What do you help them get? Second blank. Without experiencing what? Pain. Third blank. By whatever the unique mechanism is. I'm going to show you an example. So this is what I would create for me. I help frustrated B2B business owners build winning businesses. So think about it. Who do I help? Frustrated B2B business owners. What do I help them get? I help them build winning businesses. Businesses that win. Businesses that grow. It's really good. The people that I serve want to build winning businesses, not just so they can make money. It's because they want to be head and shoulders above the rest. They want to build it so they're proud of it and it gives them a legacy. So what is it I want to help them avoid? Well, I want them to help them avoid the uncertainty and overwhelm of not knowing what to do or how to do it, because I'm going to show them what to do and how to do it. Because lots of business owners out there don't know what to do, don't know how to do it. The reality is they do know, they just need a structure to follow. And how do I do that? Well, I help them do it by defining their destiny and mapping out the only route to get to where they want to be, the destiny, yeah? So hopefully you get that. So who do I help? Frustrated B2B business owners. What do I help them get? I help them build winning businesses. What do I help them avoid? The uncertainty and overwhelm of not knowing what to do and how to do it. And how do I do it? Well, I help them define their destiny and map out the only route to get there. Does that make sense? Now I want you to try it. I want you to try it. Who do you serve? Answer the question. Write it down. Be specific. Don't just put men age 50. No, come on. Be creative. What do you help them get? Think about the big result that you help them get. What do you help them avoid? What are their sort of pains and problems? What are their fears? Think about what that big thing is that we're helping them avoid by using your product or service. And what makes you different? What is your unique mechanism to help them get from where they are now to where they want to be in the future? So I want you to try all that stuff out. Once you've done it, there's a secondary thing you can do, and you can just play around with the words that you've used. And we call this a big domino. So we've got the RMS nailed down. We call this one a big domino, and it's the thing that you need to push over to get your customer to commit to working with you. So, and you can see here, and you just use the words you used in the RMS, you just drop them into this different sentence. So if I can make whoever it is you're serving believe that blank is the only way to get what they want, and the only way to do that is by using you, then all objections are relevant and they must buy. So just dropping the same words that I used into that same statement, it makes you feel good when you read it. If I can make frustrated B2B business owners believe that defining their destiny and mapping out the only route to get there is the only way to build a winning business, and the only way to do that is through Success GPS, then all objections are irrelevant and they must buy from me. Makes me feel good. Yes, I've got it. If I can make frustrated B2B business owners believe that defining their destiny and mapping out the only route to get there is the only way to build a winning business, and the only way to do that is through me and Success GPS, then there's no objections, because it's all mapped out. I know exactly what they want. I know exactly who it is. I know exactly what they want to avoid. I know exactly how to do it. And it just makes you feel good. But I would never release that message to the outside world, but it helps you understand really deeply, who do you serve? What do you help them get? What do you help them avoid? And, crucially, how do you do it? So they know. So when you've got this down as it is, you can start to really play around with straplines and catchphrases and headlines for your website and stuff. And also you can start to think about explaining more deeply in a paragraph on your website about really what it is you do and how you do it. because people don't really, they're not really bothered about the features of what you do. What they want to understand is the benefits to them. How do you help me solve these problems and pains? How do you help give me these results? Really, really super important. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I mean, the key of it all is to define your dream buyer first. Once you define your dream buyer, then you can start thinking about the message that you want to create and share to them. So that's it. How do you create a message to get the attention of your dream buyer? It's done. Follow those 4 parts. Who do you serve? What do you help them get? What do you help them avoid? And how do you do it? Once you've done that, it's done. Happy days. That was Sherpa Guidance, episode 87. Another little hint and tip for you. Wednesdays, typically I use slides to go live. And Mondays and Fridays are typically freestyle on the iPhone. So, it's just me talking. So Wednesdays are where we get a bit of a framework going. So, guys, as you know, I'm Andy Henderson. I'm the Sherpa Guide. I'm your Sherpa Guide from Forward Thinking. That was Sherpa Guidance episode 87. It's been great to share that with you. Hope you enjoy it. If you like it, if you do something with it, if it helps you, craft a message for you to start talking to the outside world, to the people that you really want to serve. Just let me know. I love hearing about stories of people implementing what I teach and getting the results that they deserve from that. So, nice to see you all. You just got to remember one thing, guys. You're just one step away. See you soon.